Hello everyone and welcome to the SMOBCAST. I'm your host Abisola and I engage in conversations with students around the county. And today I have three special guests with me. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Irene.
I'm Emily.
I'm Pietro.
Yay, thank you guys for coming on the podcast today. All three of them are students here at Wilde Lake this school year, but there's something special about them that's in common. Would you guys like to share?
They're both Italian, I'm German.
And not only are they Italian and German, but they are here as exchange students for this school year. So can you guys tell me a little bit about that experience, how it's been so far? When did you come to the United States, and how has your experience been at Wilde Lake so far?
I came here in August and it's been great. I joined some sports teams. I play soccer. I'm playing tennis right now. We are all playing tennis actually. And yeah, that's cool. People are really welcoming, teachers and students, and yeah.
I would say the same thing. I came here in July. And chill. Because I tried out for the volleyball team, and that helped me like a lot with like meeting new people, and it made the first day a lot easier. Because I had people to sit at lunch with, and like I just knew at least one or two people, so it wasn't like that hard. And yeah, everybody's been very welcoming. I actually didn't know that you guys were here too. I only knew that like in November or something.
Same.
So I've been here since the end of August too, and yeah, everybody's really welcoming. At the beginning I was like staying most of the time with like my host sister friends, and then I met these guys. So yeah, I didn't know they were here too. Like
We're not as popular as you think we would be.
Yes,
you know.
Yes.
Well, I heard of you. Actually, we were in the same class.
I didn't know you were from Italy though.
You're in the same class?
I knew that.
Yes.
I remember like one time Riley told me, oh my god, I have this guy in my physics class. He's from Italy. He's so funny.
It's not
And
me.
then no, it was you.
I know in physics with
And I'm
Riley.
like, he said something about that, and then I knew that you existed, but I didn't. And I kind of knew that you exist, but not really, because somebody told me, oh yeah, my friend is hosting somebody, and that was you apparently.
Yeah, we became friends with the tennis team.
That's so cool.
So yeah.
Wow. And then I know Emily spoke briefly about the first day of school. So can you guys tell me what that was like for you? Did you have any like expectations coming into school at Wilde Lake or in Howard County?
I don't really remember honestly, but usually they tell you to don't have any expectations, and I didn't really have any.
Oh, yeah,
But I've been here before, like before the first day for like to choose classes and stuff. So I knew already some of my teachers, and yeah.
Yeah, like I was here before the first day too, and like because of volleyball, like I already said, I made like some friends that I knew, and I also didn't have much expectations. I was like very thankful that I was at the orientation day, so I could like see where my classes were and like get a little more comfortable before the first
Oh,
day.
I was there too.
Yeah.
It was full of freshmen though, so I didn't really make any friends. It was
Yeah.
kind of hard. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't here for the orientation day, even if I wanted to, because like my flight was the day before, so it was yeah. And then yeah, I chose my classes like before when I was still in Italy. I made like a video call with my counselor.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I picked my classes before, and my host sister helped me with the like orientation stuff for the first couple of days. So yeah, and I also didn't have like a lot of expectation because they literally told you do not have expectation.
Interesting.
I would say like my biggest fear actually was like the lunch.
Really?
Oh,
Because I didn't know that there
lunch.
were 4 different lunches. So
Yeah.
I was like really happy that I had like friends, and like for example Ashley, she was my neighbor, and like we rode the bus together, and then she introduced me to one of her friends, and then I was like, oh my god, yeah, I'm not gonna sit at lunch like by myself, which wasn't the case because we were on the same lunch. But then when I noticed that like on B days I didn't know anybody, but I figured that out. So.
That brings me to my next question, I guess. Like, what are the differences between school here at Wilde Lake and then between school in Germany or in Italy?
We like teachers normally have their own classroom, but sometimes they also change. And we don't have like courses, like classes with always different people. We have the same people like every time in the class, and you just like rotate as a whole group.
Interesting.
We have only one group too, but we have also only one class, and the teachers they switch.
Yeah.
So like you choose a school, and in that school everybody follows the same classes, and so there's
You can like really choose what you want to.
Exactly.
Yeah, like there are classes that you have to take, and I don't know how it is in Italy, but like in Germany, you have different classes every day. You have like a total of 14 classes, I think.
Oh wow.
And then they rotate throughout the days.
Yeah, in Italy you choose the high school. Like there is a
Oh, yeah.
specific high school for specific subject. For example, like language high school, like scientific high school, classical high school. So you just pick the high school and you have the subject that you're gonna bring.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, you're not like based on your district.
That's very interesting because I know my parents told me growing up, when they grew up in Nigeria, it was like students would go on paths, so they'd be on like the architecture path or the engineering path or the nursing. So is it similar to that?
It's kind of
Interesting.
And also like in Italy we have 5 years of high school.
Oh.
So we have 13 years.
Yeah, because also another thing is that your grade starts from like, I don't know, like June of like 2000, like seniors are like 2005 from June to December, and then there's people born in 2004, right? While in Italy it's just like every person born in 2005 is in one grade.
Yeah.
So we don't lose a year, but we lose like 6 months, some people.
Yeah.
That is very, very interesting. And then you guys spoke about how you all became friends by chance. But how has making friends been at Wilde Lake in general? Are there any special friends that you would like to shout out either?
Yeah, I would say Sven, for me, Riley, and Ashley, and Hope, and Joey, and Kira.
Ooh.
And Bennett.
All the friends.
We can say Bennett.
If you're an exchange student or if you get into a new environment in general, I will say like I would suggest you to join a lot of different stuff because you can meet a lot of people, and especially for me, sports. I don't know.
Like it's hard to find people who actually like share your vibe. You know?
Yes. And then I recall seeing all three of you at prom. So what was that like for you guys? Again, did you have any expectations for prom? Did you enjoy it?
It didn't feel as special because like for homecoming, it felt like, oh my god, that's homecoming, you know? And I kind of had the same expectation for prom, that I would be like hyped and whatever. But like it felt way more natural because you were in an environment that you knew, and like you had friends that you like really get along with, and it was just way more natural.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
I knew my sister last year, she was in Canada, so she had prom too, and she was telling me about stuff that she did. I wasn't really expecting anything except for like spending time with my friends.
It was
And,
kind
It
of
was kind of short though. Like
Yes,
with
it
the
is short.
dinner is like after you don't have like a lot of time.
Yeah, and I will say that seated dinners, because we had a seated dinner at our prom this year, it's not typically the norm for prom. So I agree that like even without a seated dinner, prom is short to me, but like it was a little bit short this year. But I'm glad you guys had fun, and you looked lovely, by the way.
Thank you.
And I would ask you guys, like, is there any like big takeaway you've had from your experience here at Wilde Lake? Anything you've really learned that resonates with you?
looking back, I would have chose different classes.
Yeah,
Oh,
same.
yeah.
If you're an
Yes.
exchange student, just take AP classes, please, because like especially if you're from Europe, I don't know how in South America is or Asia, but like probably you gotta take AP classes because otherwise the rhythm is really slow and you can't really get
I
bored.
swear, I did not take any AP classes. I took like the easy classes, and I was so bored.
Really?
I swear, it's crazy. I was like, and what I noticed, like last year, I was like average good at Spanish, you know. This year it's like dropped so much. I can't even talk in Spanish.
I would probably start talking to more people at the beginning if I like do this again. just start making more friends like right at the beginning.
Yeah, I think like compared to American school, like European schools, are like you learn a lot like faster, I would say. Like for example, I know all the stuff that I do in chemistry right now, or like in modern world history, because we already took that. Like we have the same classes every year, and they're just always an advanced level, like one more level. And what I like noticed about school here is everything is like more chill. Like the teachers are like more your friends.
Yeah.
Like there was one time where I was in my food tech class, and people just like we had a sub, and people just started walking out of the classroom, and I was like, what the heck is going on? and the sub, he was like, oh yeah, can you please come back? Can you please sit down? I was like, just tell him to sit down, you know, like it was interesting.
Yeah.
But what I like about here is that you have Canvas and you can always see your grade. In Germany, it's like you only get like grades on tests or quizzes or exams, not for like homework and stuff or like projects, and you never know where you stand. So they tell you like 2 weeks before you get your transcript, and you don't have time to like change anything about it.
Wow.
Or like change your grade after you get your transcript. That's crazy. That's why this summer is full of studying.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask you guys.
I really don't want to go back because you actually like really have to study like for everything you do.
Wow.
Yes.
I was gonna ask you, what are you looking forward to after this school year?
I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing all my family and my friends again, and like just hanging out with them over the summer.
I wanna go back. No, I'm looking forward to spend time with my family. My friends are fine.
Well, that's so interesting. I'm glad to hear that you guys enjoyed your time here at Wilde Lake. To wrap up our little episode, do you guys have any questions for me? Any last thoughts, closing remarks?
Yeah, why are you doing this podcast?
Oh, okay. I'm doing this podcast because I feel like we have a lot of interesting things happening around the county and around the school system, and a lot of interesting people as well. And I feel like I want to give a platform to those interesting things happening, you know? So when I found out that we had exchange students here this school year, I was so excited. And I stopped you in the hallway a couple of times, Pietro, and I was just asking you questions because I just wanted to know more, because I think it's so interesting that we have students from outside the country here at Wilde Lake, and y'all are just here, and I'm like, we should be talking to them more. I feel like you guys had such important things to say, which you've shared with us today. So thank you for coming on the podcast and speaking with me. Great. Well, this looks like it concludes our conversation. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.